That boy is Benny Hanna.
We some players, in the trap ain't playing. Going up amazing, take the loot we staying in. Or saving thrill, feel something unreal. Lifestyle real deal, gotta stay, still won't get the shield. We some players, in the trap ain't playing. Going up amazing, take the loot we staying in. Or saving thrill, feel something unreal. Lifestyle real deal, gotta stay, still won't get the shield.
Had to get my money up and leave them all behind. She said you don't love me, boy, you only love your grind. If you keep on digging, don't be scared of what you find. Life wasn't always this good cause it took some time. If I keep on grinding this way, I'll see trillions. Got some little niggas with me, they my minions. You can call me holy Phil cause I'm the real deal. Listen to the music, then you'll find out how I feel. I was sitting in the bando bagging up the cane. Looking at my life, I can't believe the flipping change. The prophet told me life ain't never gonna be the same. But there ain't nothing in the world that's gonna ease my pain.
We some players, in the trap ain't playing. Going up amazing, take the loot we staying in.
Consuming.
What is
really
going on,
to
guys?
What is having an effect? It's kind of like a combination of everything. And then with the stem cells, like it affects
Finally back
different
from the
people
gym.
in different ways. Doesn't always work for some people.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that say that stem cells is a total scam, and there's some people that say that stem cells is like the next field for longevity. I did it just to hedge myself.
Yeah.
I like that also with methylene blue, but my take, bro, is an intuitive approach.
So I'll just show you
where it's kind of like
to catch up where I'm watching on this podcast. I just thought, yeah, it was something nice to watch. I'm hoping that you'll be able to see. $123.15.
kind of like process of elimination. You bring.
I'm sorry that I can't share the sound. Like it's to this day I don't know why. Let's see.
Something in, see how you feel, take it out. Yeah. Like I left the city, I came back to the city. Process of elimination. Okay, you notice what's going on. I think the same thing with food, bro.
Yeah, like I've constructed my diet based off of how I feel after consuming certain foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry you can't hear it.
The problem is most people don't have that level of self-awareness. They're numb to it. They're just like, oh, I'm going to eat this, I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to think about how it's made me feel. They're just going to carry on with their life. In fact, for me, like, it took me a while to actually figure it out. I remember I used to consume loads of protein shakes. I used to have 4 scoops a day, just because I was like, oh, this tastes nice. It's got protein in it, so I'm going to have it. So I had 4 scoops of protein. I remember it got to one point where I'd have 2 scoops of protein in a shake, and then literally on cue, an hour afterwards, I'd have these horrible stomach cramps, and I'd need to go to the toilet, and I would have like diarrhea. And then I never put 2 and 2 together. I just carried on doing it. I was like, hey, why am I always like feeling so bad? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, why don't I stop having the protein shakes for a bit? Yeah. And I stopped having the protein shakes. I'm like, there we go. Yeah. That's what everybody needs to do. Like if people are getting bad reactions with their skin, or they're getting bloating, or they're getting brain fog. Like, okay, well something you've done or eaten is causing you to feel terrible. So even if your trainer is said to have this, maybe just leave it out. Sometimes it takes trial and error. Yeah. Like if you have a combination of foods, you don't know which one is disagreeing with you. And it could be healthy, but your body just isn't able to process it or digest it like other people can.
It honestly, like, that's so crazy, bro. Like the body, the more I study, the more I realize I'm like, there's so much I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
but there's things like an intuitive approach. It's hard to have an intuitive approach if you're eating stuff, matter, that's not food. Like potatoes. Eat 2 3, you'll be satiated. Potato chips. Potato, I don't know what percentage. And then an ingredient list that you can make a bomb with. Yeah. There's specifically intentionally designed ingredients that just...
Real leadership isn't doing it all. It's knowing what not to touch. Just because you answer every email, touch every task, and manage every moving part does not mean you're running your business. It means you're trapped inside of it. Drowning in the illusion that you're doing everything yourself is what makes you serious. Real power isn't control, it's leverage. And AI employees are leverage. Mind replace the repetitive,
hyperpalatable foods that make you more addicted to food, bro. And I think chemically wiring people, it's at a young age, bro. It's kind of like you're a kid, you're out there in the middle, it's like chips. And bro, in Argentina, every time we play soccer is for La Coca, playing for the Coca-Cola. Yeah, like, just bad food, bad food. It's very hard to be, like, aware of, like, how this affects me. Right? I'm telling you, it takes time. For me, it took 2 years, bro, of, like, not only, physically changing, that took a couple months. It was an internal thing in terms of, like, your gut. Like, for example, I started with the whole vegan thing. Like, I thought that was a good thing. But I went down the rabbit trail, got nihilistic, almost killed myself, overweight, was losing hair. Like, I went, it was just deficient, bro. I felt, like, depleted. The first few months was great. I was like, I'm toning, this and that. It was good. But there's a lot of things, bro. In my opinion, the vegan diet is kind of Skittles. Yeah, in my opinion. I respect the fact that people do it or take on the diet if it's for moral issues in terms of, like, the animal. I understand that. I do see a correlation a lot because I had my vegan phase after mushrooms, bro. There's a lot of vegans that go vegan after mushrooms, which there's a interesting, I'm not saying coincidence, there is sort of consciousness there that opens the box of our relationship with food. You're like, oh wow, it's a living animal. Oh wow, I shouldn't be like, and that's why a lot of people go down that road. But there was deficiency after 2 years, bro. Like, I was losing hair. I was like super.
I think
It's heart-centric vegan, bro.
If I was going to do it, I would need a chef.
Yeah.
100%. I would need somebody who knows how to make vegan meals tasty, and there would need to be this wide variety of different food sources that would not only supply me with the amino acids, but also to give me that decent hit of the vitamins that my body needs. And I'm probably going to need to supplement more on top because of what my body is lacking. It's doable, but most people are not educated enough to just consume or prepare what they need to eat in order to achieve certain body composition or to do it for the health reasons.
Think about we're creatures of habit. So you go from making people completely botted, super dependent, with scrolling with a phone. I need all my needs met right away. Oh, the order came 20 minutes late. I'm pissed off. Perfect. How does that translate into your vegan diet? Oh well, this hyper palatable vegan patty meal. Okay, it's convenient. Boom, grab it. Instead of I have to do all the work of what it takes to. I'm not saying you can do raw vegan. They eat all the raw food, all that. That's fine, whatever. But it goes back to the convenience factor, bro. And I feel like a lot of people when they go vegan, if they go the hyper palatable food, tons of carbs, that's how they get skinny fat. That's why you have so many Indians that are skinny fat, bro.
What do you think about keto?
I think ketosis is good as a tool to become metabolically flexible, but over long periods of time, I don't think it's healthy, bro. I think you have to cycle everything, bro.
Yeah.
It's just my take.
Yeah, I would.
And I've done it for like months and months and months, and then I took time off.
Was it difficult?
No, it's not. You have to. Okay.
Because
It is a little bit difficult.
I wanted to try it, but I've never really been a proponent of doing things to the extreme or like excluding a macronutrient room.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, because I'd already got myself into the shape I wanted to get into, so it's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And second of all, I am a man who likes to maximize convenience. Right? I just want to eat the foods which I know I like to eat. That's going to allow me to feel good and give me the physique which I want, and I can kind of hit that ratio of macros which I'm trying to achieve. So I've never really needed to do it, but I have been curious to do it for a couple of months just to see how I would feel. But I know if you're doing it, you're gonna get a lot of fat in.
Not really, dude. Not
So
really.
what are you doing? Fucking protein.
No. Dude, I've gone through the weeks, bro, where I do 20 grams of protein, 0 protein for multiple days, 50 grams of protein. But I'm not killing myself with training, bro. If you kill yourself with training, then you're gonna start shriveling up.
But you must have lost size then.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Right now I'm on the skinnier spectrum, bro. 100%. But it's also conducive with my goals, which is also taking time off, eating everything for longevity, bro.
Yeah.
So my whole thing with carbohydrates is we're in a carb-centric world, bro.
Carb-centric
Like you wake
world.
up, you're born, here's a cookie, here's a cereal, here's rice. Perfect, you do that, bro. Alright? Every few hours, for many days, for many weeks, for many years, you are addicted to carbohydrates and your body's operating off of carbohydrates just because you've been programming it.
Yeah.
Bro, and then you add bro, kids are whack because of the hyper-powerful foods, the sugar, all that. Add the medicine, bro, it's the concoct disaster. Perhaps intentionally designed.
You want kids one day?
What?
No kids.
What? Do I have kids? Wait.
No, do you want kids?
Oh, I was like, wait, I haven't been on a date. Do I have kids? Maybe should I?
That would be quite a foolish question.
Yes, I have many. I have a family in India. No.
Yeah, you had like one crazy night, and then you just so happened to like have twins.
So, when I did stumble and I fell, it was safe. So,
Good man.
yeah, stay safe, guys.
Wix, one platform, any website. Unlimited creation. Describe your needs and goals. An AI will transform your tailored brief into a unique website that's ready to perform in minutes.
Wait, do I want kids? I do want kids. Eventually. But it's kind of like you're saying, even bro, relationships, like you dating somebody casually is completely different than you're dating to get married. You're married is completely different than you're married and you have kids. Like it is more and more giving up time, demanding, sacrifice. And we don't like this. It's not helpful for me. Split. That's why the ratios of divorce are crazy.
Yeah. Do you think your partner or the mother of your children would be like a female version of you?
I don't know. Maybe it
What
gets
do you think
boring.
if you met the female version of you, you'd be like,
I think isn't that kind of weird?
I don't think I would want to meet the female version of you.
You're just like, yeah, I don't think I would either. And that whole like opposites attract, also maybe I don't think it's a thing. It might be a cliche, but that's what I'm saying, bro. When it comes, it comes. But here's the thing, like with each relationship, grass isn't like, oh, that other person isn't gonna be better than this person. Like every person has their pros, everybody has their cons. It's just like how much are you willing to sacrifice, or how much are you willing to deal with that person? If it's not worth it, then be single.
How much are you willing to accept?
Like just
The problem is,
single,
I think
don't have
there's a
kids.
stigma, bro, with being single. Like, oh, you're single? That's
Yeah.
weird. Are you a virgin, bro? Yeah. If I'm a virgin, so what, bro? Stop busting my balls, dude. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a virgin, I'm a virgin, bro. Fuck it, dude. Like, straight up, dude.
Nah,
It's none of your
dude.
business. That's my take, bro.
yeah. But if you do have kids, I'd be curious to know how you'd raise them in a
Dojo mode, bro. Nah, I would tell them that we're gonna do things a little bit different.
But there'd be some healthy kids though.
Yo, you know what's a good movie? Talk about kids, bro. Captain Fantastic. When Viggo Mortensen, bro, he's like out with the kids in the wilderness. I don't want to go that hippie, but something along those lines.
If you don't want them to get bullied.
What?
If you don't want them to get bullied.
I mean, everybody's gonna get bullied, bro. Everybody gets bullied, bro. The bullies bully. Like, oh, kids, their parents take it out on them, then they go bully the kid, and that's smaller, more frail, so they can take up their anger. Everybody gets bullied. I learned that real quick, bro, in school.
Do you think they should bring back bullying?
In some ways, yes, and in some ways, no. I feel like the bullying is kind of more intentionally directed towards right and conservative.
Yeah.
It has to be fair game, bro. If we're gonna do bullying, it has to be bullying both ways, or no bullying at all.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like.
But no, none of that. Like, one side, I kick you, I punch you, I give you the arm, and you grab my freaking armpit. No, dude. It's kind of like, if you're gonna bring the heat, you can take the heat as well. If not, equal grounds for everybody. That's my take on it, bro.
Yeah.
Because conservatives get wrecked all the time. And then the other guys, we can get away with it, free hand.
I just want to say, yeah, it's my first time to meet this guy. I never saw this guy before. I just thought, let me see, because he's related to Luke Belmar. If you don't know who Luke Belmar is, I'll show you. Literally, this guy. So, yeah, they're brothers. Where was he going?
Pat on the back.
Yeah. Because I really liked it when I was getting brought up as a teenager. Like, we used to give it, shake it. I think that's what...
Yeah, bro.
It built me up to the point where I can handle a joke. Or I can handle criticism. There's, especially recent times, everywhere and everyone is so soft. Just can't handle any bit of criticism or abuse. Like, it got to the point where it was like bad to like crack jokes. Like somebody, especially during 2020, I feel like if you ever tried to make jokes in 2020, it was like, nah, forbidden. Like you're gonna get some shit for that.
Well, it's the censorship, bro.
I remember I posted. This was during lockdown, and I was just bored. I got some masks, and I wrapped them around my chest, so like it looked like the masks was like a bra on my chest. Just a picture of me at the door, and I'm just like saying, I was wearing the mask as well on my face. I was like, I'm just on the way to the shop to get some milk, as a joke. And then everybody was kicking off because they were like, oh, you're wasting precious PPE equipment, because there was a shortage of it in the UK or something. And I was just like, holy shit, I was just trying to have a laugh.
Bro, when that occurrence occurred, I would go coughing around and be like, sorry, COVID. Sorry. People would out of the way. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like, dude, that was... Bro, people that saw it coming, bro. People that saw it coming. And people that didn't see it, but it was very evident.
Did you see it?
When what?
Did you see it coming? Did you see it coming?
I saw it coming a couple months before it happened, and we strategically located to Florida because it was going to be easier to deal with it. But I'm not going to bash people. The truth is, there was a lot of pressure put. That's not good, bro. Like, I'm going to lose my job if I don't do this. Like, what? Like, I think that's where I kind of drew the line. I'm like, okay, this is like way too much. But I was trying to make fun of it. I was.
Are you trying to lose weight?
Yes, I'm trying to lose weight.
I couldn't wait to tell people. You don't feel like you're giving up on losing something else to focus on yourself?
Naughty boy.
Not naughty. I'm a troll, guys. Like, that's what I'm saying. If it goes both ways, like, let's have a good time. But if it was some elderly lady or some old gentleman, like, I would respect them. I'm not doing it like a little kid, like,
Talk to me about the kicks.
Japanese geta.
How? Where? Why?
Alright. So, in ancient Japan, feudal Japan, they had, like, straw sandals, right? So they had to find better ways to kind of, like, walk around without, first of all, getting cuts, or because what people don't realize, like, we become very comfortable with like living in this cement building. When you start going out in nature, bro, if you walk barefoot, you're gonna get cut up real quick. So having the elevation kind of creates, I'm gonna step in a puddle, I'm gonna step in a rock. Like, you can walk with these on the grass, and it's a lot better than even the straight floor. So they went from having straw sandals to wooden sandals. And then they have different versions. There's one with a one-tooth get. It's just like one, and you kind of have to balance it out. That's a little bit harder. But I think I like walking barefoot as much as possible. I think the getas are cool. I got my first pair when I was like 18. Yeah. I don't know. I like them. They're fun. Gives me elevation, and also I can stretch. It has rubber on purpose because if not, it like clicks a lot. But if there's no rubber, I'll have some wooden ones you can ground. Some people say you can basically ground having wood on the floor. So yeah.
Yeah, the outfit overall is, first of all, it looks comfortable.
It's super
But
comfortable.
also says, I don't give a fuck. And then thirdly, it like looks like you could take somebody out. Like it looks like you probably got a samurai sword somewhere.
I don't. I'm not. I was planning on concealing carrying, but I'm not going to for this trip.
Is Japan your favorite place you've been to?
What?
Is Japan?
It's not my favorite place, but I love Japan, bro.
It's a
Japan
vibe.
is so epic, dude. Yeah, I love Japan. So funny story. The first Japanese yen I bought. So I come from Buenos Aires, bro. Like people steal, like it's bad. So I remember I bought my first pair. I'm like, damn, this is expensive. And I was carrying it. We were going store to store, and I was gonna walk in with the bag, and my friend's like, no, bro, you gotta leave the bag outside. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, because it's a competition or whatever. So I'm like, whatever. I left the bag outside, did some shopping, went back on the subway, left. Hours later, I'm like, bro, the Geta. And I started tripping. I'm like, damn, I just lost my money on one of these Japanese Geta. And he's like, no, bro, let's go back. Let's go back. We took the train. It was still there, bro. Nobody touched it.
What is ours?
No, this is Japan. This is
yeah.
not. What is ours?
Yeah, I got confused as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no chance. No chance. I got stolen real quick. My opinion, bro, I just like this is Jinbei, so they work for Natsumatsuri, which is like the Japanese summer festival. So it's like traditional wear, and I really don't care. People can judge me, bro. It feels good. Cotton breathes well. Yeah.
When did you get like an anime?
When I was young, bro. Young kid for sure.
Why? What is it about anime that?
There's pros and cons with the anime. Like I have my things with the anime where I'm like, this is really bad and unhealthy, but then there's certain things that I think the meta is very cool. For example, growing up, I'm not saying I was in the harshest of environments, but you definitely deal with bullying, you definitely deal with energies, right? And then you kind of extrapolate your emotions, your thoughts based on the proxy of the people that are around you. Like, this is my reality, right? Like, this sucks, whatever. So when you have some show that you can tap into that's way more epic, that's way better, you kind of like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot. You almost like immerse yourself into a different reality. And people don't understand, like, you watching something digitally is the same thing as me watching this. Besides some blue light and disconnection of the face and the humanity of it, but you still got the same information. So I feel like people become weebs and otakus and all that. That's a whole different thing. But for me, it was kind of that. I'm like, I'm hanging out with bad people. I don't want to be around this. What's a different source of entertainment? And I love the anime, bro.
It was an escape.
It was an escapism in some way, 100%.
But how you said it was?
Well, but it was dangerous. No, it's dangerous. It turned to like weird, bro. Like some animes now are just weird, bro. Like super pornographic, super. I'm like, oh, okay, that's. But some animes, bro, are fire, dude.
Like what? Which one?
All right, so some good ones. If you want to kind of understand concept of utopian presentation of what humanity will look like, but then undermine it with a dystopian real agenda, you kind of want a good framework. Psychopaths. Psychopaths is going to give you a good insight as to getting technocratic form of magic.
Oh my god, excuse me.
With more and more technology, and realizing how potential dystopian society could occur. Okay. Like it plays it out real quick, and there's a lot of technology nowadays that clearly show the blueprints there.
It's just written by very small people.
Not really. I think so. Anime is just like movies, bro. It's like who writes it, who produces it, what's the intention? Is there because bro, there's some sub messages of some anime, bro, that are bad, dude. And then there's concepts that I love, like so the whole thing with anime shows, like anime shows embody your hero, because there is that hero archetype, bro. And you watch cartoons, you watch that dumb, it's just stupidity, bro. It's just comedy to keep you dumb and entertained. You see this guy, he's like, oh shit, like he went through the shit, I'm going through shit. Oh, he goes on his journey, oh, let me get a little inspiration. That's also like, you can be there all day, be a weeb, and it's kind of like, whatever. But if, bro, you watched a few anime shows, get into it, and they got an aesthetic physique, and that didn't motivate you, I'm kind of like, it's kind of like your thing, like, bro, physiques. Yeah. But I think it's progressed, bro. But it's not cartoons, bro. Cartoons and anime are two different categories. Yeah. In my opinion.
What's the rest of 2025 looking like?
I'm probably gonna do a few pop-ups. Launched supplements
imagine it's probably going to be good for the body.
Well, it's what I take in the energies, like fermented amino acids, cordyceps. So my approach was a little bit different. There is still caffeine in it, but it's not like caffeine gives you jitters, crash. And I've been taking it for a while, split testing it. I wouldn't mind switching ingredients here and there, but yeah, it's kind of like overall people are like, oh bro, what do you take? What do you take? I'm like, I'm gonna launch my supplement.
Nice.
And yeah, bro, it's good enough where I can put my name behind it because I believe in it, bro.
Good.
Yeah. So that's launching that, and might do some Asia tours, podcasts, because I have people like that want to do some podcasts. I might do that as well. And then I'm gonna probably bulk a little bit, like put on some more size, and take some time off.
Bit of studying.
More studying. If you don't study, bro, no future, bro.
Awesome, man. Right, we'll wrap it up. I don't know how long we've been talking before, but it's been a funny conversation. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Where can people find you?
You guys can find me free content, Mr. Pelmar, Anime Shreds on all the socials. If you're interested in diving into community, school, and supplements, the Hero Stack. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Good combo.
If you financed a car in the UK between 2007 and 2021, you could be owed up to £3,000.
We appreciate you.
pounds.
Okay.
And there's now a free way to check if you qualify. Good evening. We're following breaking developments in a multi-billion-pound car finance scandal.
As you know, it's got to that time. I finished the food and I'm feeling sad, bro. Oh my god. So sad. Fuck's sake. I didn't want to finish the food. But I guess we had to. Okay, anyway, so in the meantime I was just sorting out my logs. Elon Musk is starting a new political party, that's jokes. Okay guys, I'm just gonna, we'll leave this on for now. Look at this. Great intuitive. So I got nothing as of yet. So you see what's funny, yeah? Talking about how I wanted to see for the cells 344 get rejected and breast closing back in the range. So the 4 hour nearly tapped this area, but we didn't get there all the way. But anyways, I mean, I was waiting for a better rejection, but see what happens. It's still too early. For now, I need to create a spreadsheet for my day-to-day analysis. So I don't know if you wanna see how I do it. Well, of course you'd like to see how I do it because it's not going to be anything else to see really. Make a copy, no, open new spreadsheet. Okay, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna come back. I just need to turn on the fan and do some other things that will probably bore you. You know, in the meantime, let's play that Hey One song, cause I ain't heard it yet. Big dog status.
Grammarly is an AI writing partner that works seamlessly with your everyday apps to help professionals write better and faster so they can get all of their work done or do anything that you have to.
Jeez, man, like RV. It's cold. Very cold. We'll let that run again. Stop that one. Alright, so I've already pretty much prepared most of the stuff that I was gonna for the spreadsheet. So the market, the date, trends, just in case I don't know what the T stands for. Daily time frame trend, market date, daily time frame trend. I think. Okay, so Okay, so now we need to ask. Time from interesting. Yeah, daily time from friend, okay. Time from entry signal. So either the 1 hour or the 30 minute. I think. Can you implement this 15 minute time? Okay, so Jesus, sorry guys, I thought you was able to see me. So what I'm currently negotiating with myself is, I think I'll refine this. Like, okay, let me pause the music down. Oh my god, I didn't even like it. That's so deep. Anyways, are we still live on YouTube? Let's check. Yes, we're still live. Okay, cool. So, if you want to hear like a quick story about, well, I mean, I say if you want to hear, I'm going to tell you a quick story about where this started from. So, pretty much just, the idea I had about analyzing the 30 minute and the 1 hour, it came from pretty much just trying to get a better understanding of how the price moves and what it does normally. I think that when I first started to do it, the idea was right, but I think I didn't know how to do it. I'm still refining how to make it better, right? Because at first, let me just give you an example. So at first, I was pretty much just like, let's say, where are we? Thursday. Okay, Wednesday. Yeah. So the market opens Thursday. And then let's say, so when the market closes, bring this up to the high. So what I first started off doing is just, I was looking directly at this of course I had the zones marked up, but I wasn't really like zooming out and seeing, okay, how did we react around this area? Is this area where we react to the key area? Why did it close back in the range, etc. But yeah, so that happened, and all I can, yeah, I was just looking pretty much just here, and then I realized, hold on, okay, I'm looking at what these current candles are doing, but I'm not getting more of a story behind it. So then what does that mean? That means, for example, now what I would do is, well, not now, but the next stage of refining, I was pretty much just draw the lines, I guess, because it's not important for now, just because I'm giving an example. So pretty much we're like this, we rejected this area, and as you can see, when we're below, we're down. When we're above, we're up. You got support here, here, inside, another one here. Excuse me. Oh, quickly side note, I am not going to allow myself to fall asleep on the stream again. I've been falling asleep on the stream. Last week I fell asleep on the stream on Wednesday and Thursday, potentially Friday. So no, Friday I didn't stream. Wednesday, Thursday I fell asleep on the stream. I'm not letting that happen again. Maybe even Tuesday. Anyways, so yeah, that was the second step. Was so the first step, I was just looking at these ones, right? When I first got the idea, I was just looking at these the current candle time, the current candles, right? And then, and if there was anything within like view, you know. And then after that, I was trying to connect the dots. And then now, where the next refinement, well, before making the spreadsheet, the next refinement, which I didn't try properly yet, is kind of like the spreadsheet and the 4 hour, they're kind of linked. The idea of the 4 hour is linked. It was pretty much, I need to see what the 4 hour is doing as well. So if I can visualize what is happening with the 4 hour, and then seeing how my entry signals react to the 4 hour before it closes, and after after it closes, where the entry signal is, then you can start to build like patterns, you know. And I think that when you're looking at price action, studying price action, I think one important thing to look at is this thing here, this bit here, so where it tells you the date and the time. Because I remember, who was I watching on YouTube? I think the guy's channel is called Moving Average. Yeah, the Moving Average, this guy. So I remember when I first heard about backtesting. This was in 2023, and he was saying, okay, when you're backtesting, you need to make sure that you're looking at the the times. So that's when I started to learn. I mean, it was Roger Banks who showed me more about the sessions, but yeah, this guy was talking about it too. Anyways, so now pretty much yeah, we've got the spreadsheets, so now we should be able to have much better data, and that data that we can finally input it into our post-market analysis, right? And then yeah, go from there. So anyways, yeah, I think now I can undo all of this. Let me go back here. Let me go back here. Oh shit, no, I wanted to. So bold, underline, and then what I'll do is I'll freeze this row, if it allows me to, freeze up to row 1, so now whenever I go down, it will stay there. Just some quick, I don't know, I was going to say quick tricks, but yeah, anyways. So the next trick is going to be this. So you would go to drop down, right click, go drop down, and then apply to range. Okay, I don't remember how to do this, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, anyways, GBP/JPY, and then this one I'll make it red, and then NASDAQ green. As you already, if you've seen my trade, my journal, then you know I meant my I don't know what it's called, my trading journal. Pardon me, with numbers. Pardon me. Then you know that this is how I normally color coordinate my markets. And then finally XAU. No, I'm just gonna call it gold because we don't have enough text. Okay, like this. Allow multiple selections. Okay, multiple selections. I'm not sure. Apply A2. Yeah, okay, anyways, so now let's just see advanced options. Show a warning, reject output, show help text for selected cell. Okay, no. Drop down criteria text contains, drop down from a range. Okay, greater than, no. Okay, anyways, so done. So now if we go here, we should be able to GBP, JPY, US 100, gold. Okay, perfect. Now the date. Now the trend. So the trend is very simple. This one we put, yeah, drop down, very simple. So red we're gonna put for, no, I was gonna put counter trend, that doesn't make sense. Bearish. Green, bullish. And then I'm gonna put, sorry for swearing. Blue, dark blue. Should we do dark blue? If I had to pick a color for consolidation, what would it be? It would be black because actually no, it would be black. I'll put gray, dark gray, light green. Okay, let's put dark gray. Consolidating like this, and allow multiple selections. Done. Okay, now for example, okay, but now we need to make sure that these are in the middle. You see, allow multiple selections. We don't want to allow multiple selections. Edit. Allow multiple selections. Okay, cool. Bearish. Okay, now entry time frame entry signal. So for now, given this current situation, we're gonna choose between 30-minute. I can just put 30M. 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 We're gonna make it red. No, let's make it a different color. Let's make it blue. And then 1 hour we're gonna make it green. And the 15-minute we'll consider it. We'll consider it. Guys, it's that time again. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm so sorry. So just give me 1 second. Let's just do this for now. A bearish 1 hour. Yeah. Time of entry. That one will fill in just like the date. So time of entry after the 4-hour close. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Reaction before the 4-hour close. Okay. Let me go to the toilet and then we'll be right back.
Perfect timing, chilling and grinding. Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo production.
Run it up till it let me. Come on. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling and grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling and grinding, perfect timing.
So much road, I'm a part of the tarmac. WM, I was the one to start that. I can see in your eyes you ain't down with it fully. A big man part that. Man, bringing the function, I'm down with it fully. I don't know about part that. Start that live with the whips, man. Start that. A 2 in the what? A big man, stop that. On the M, I'm doing that fast track money in my mind. I don't know how to pass that. Talk is cheap, so they know how to use it. Talk is cheap, so they know how to talk that. Should've caught me an arm length one, but I went and caught me some dumb skills. I ain't gotta take my man to football to show my man I got skills.
Step correct, my jigger don't lack. Streets ain't safe, got roll with your blade. Got Elsh and a lean on crabs. Creep with a silent heat. On God tryna turn man dank, it's super chopper. No cap, no less than 9 gets cleared in flats. No less than 8 when I'm tryna dig that. Perfect vision, we pull up in flats. Heartbeat stop when they pre my gang. Yo, what's the vibe? Summertime out of a baby 9. Get high, build up a spliff, send man to the sky. If they slide, the young boy's got it, he knows the vibe.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling and grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling and grinding, perfect timing.
The young boy's got it and knows what he's doing. Step or block and get to proving. No snoozing, 247, kits be rooting. Slime them out was a bit amusing. Reverse and spinning, get caught, good riddance. Slim tick, it claps. Told the fuck with his TP hitter.
Already told you I fling it in sport, now it's foot to the floor and you see it moving. On my life we started for the bottom, now we're getting some money and you see us moving. Dead there. On the fence you're useless, you ain't got a choice, you better do that. Losing, choose the wrong side and you're snoozing. Name your spotting, oh I'm rooting.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling and grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling and grinding, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Drilling and grinding. Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo production.
Run it up till it let me. Perfect timing. Drilling and grinding. Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo production.
Run it up till it let me. Come Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing.
So much road, I'm a part of the tarmac WM, I was the one to start that. I can see in your eyes, you ain't down with it fully, a big man part that. Man, bringing the function, I'm down with it fully. I don't know about part that, start that live with the whips, man. Start that, a two in the what, a big man, stop that. On the M, I'm doing that fast track money in my mind. I don't know how to pass that. Talk is cheap, so they know how to use it. Talk is cheap, so they know how to talk that. Should've caught me an arm length one, but I went and caught me some dumb skills. I ain't gotta take my man to football to show my man I got skills.
Step correct, my jigger don't lack. Streets ain't safe, got roll with your blade, got Elshana lean on crabs. Creep with a silent heat. On God tryna turn man dank, a super chopper. No cap, no less than 9 gets cleared in flats, no less than 8 when I'm tryna dig that. Perfect vision, we pull up in flats. Heartbeat stop when they pre my gang. Yo, what's the vibe? Summertime out of a baby 9. Get high, build up a spliff, send man to the sky. If they slide, the young boy's got it, he knows the vibe.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing.
The young boy's got it and knows what he's doing. Step or block and get to proving. No snoozing, 247, kits be rooting. Slime them out was a bit amusing. Reverse and spin and get caught, good riddance. Slim tip, it claps. Told the fuck with his TP hitter.
Already told you I fling it in sport, now it's foot to the floor and you see it moving. On my life we started for the bottom, now we're getting some money and you see us moving. Dead there. On the fence you're useless, you ain't got a choice, better do that. Choosing, losing, choose the wrong side and you're snoozing. Name your spotting, oh I'm rooting.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Trilling that grinding. Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Auger production.
Run it up, till it let me run it up. Perfect timing. Drilling that grinding. Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Auger production.
Run it up, till it let me run it up. Come on. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing.
So much road, I'm a part of the tarmac WM, I was the one to start that. I can see in your eyes, you ain't down with it fully, a big man part that. Man, bringing the function, I'm down with it fully. I don't know about part that, start that live with the whips, man. Start that, a two in the what, a big man, stop that. On the M, I'm doing that fast track money in my mind. I don't know how to pass that. Talk is cheap, so they know how to use it. Talk is cheap, so they know how to talk that. Should've caught me an arm length one, but I went and caught me some dumb skills. I ain't gotta take my man to football to show my man I got skills.
Step correct, my jigger don't lack. Streets ain't safe, got roll with your blade, got Elshana lean on crabs. Creep with a silent heat. On God tryna turn man dank, a super chopper. No cap, no less than 9 gets cleared in flats, no less than 8 when I'm tryna dig that. Perfect vision, we pull up in flats. Heartbeat stop when they pre my gang. Yo, what's the vibe? Summertime out of a baby 9. Get high, build up a spliff, send man to the sky. If they slide, the young boy's got it, he knows the vibe.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing.
The young boy's got it and knows what he's doing. Step or block and get to proving. No snoozing, 247, kits be rooting. Slime them out was a bit amusing. Reverses spinning, get caught, good riddance. Slim tick, it claps. Told the fuck with his TP hitter.
Already told you I fling it in sport, now it's foot to the floor and you see it moving. On my life we started for the bottom, now we're getting some money and you see us moving. Dead there. On the fence you're useless, you ain't got a choice, better do that. Choosing, losing, choose the wrong side and you're snoozing. Name your spotting, oh I'm rooting.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Trilling that grinding, yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo reduction.
Run it up till it let me perfect timing. Trilling that grinding, yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo reduction.
Run it up till it let me Come on. Shit. Lightning power of thunderbolt.
Sorry, wrong thing I pressed. What's here? Alright, so yeah, I was back for like a few minutes. I'm sorry. So price action. So the last thing I added, which is price action from previous candles before the move. So what that means is pretty much, let's say here, yeah. Oh, is this a good example? Maybe. No, not this. This was bank holiday. No, this was prior. Yeah, bank holiday. Kind of. Okay, here we go. So for me, what I would be looking at is I want to look at this candle. This candle here. And then I want to be thinking to myself, okay, wait, let me add one more. Style. Okay, cool. So now I'll be thinking to myself, okay, what did we do to get up here? And then I look back and I see, okay, this is where we would have tried an entry because of how the candle closed, because the candle broke all of these and then closed back inside. Okay, we got that. Now we need to try and understand, okay, so when I put what did the previous candles do, I'm talking about these four. So what does that mean we do? That means now, to give us a better perspective, I think that line's a bit, no, that's not good. Okay, let's change this line. Make it black. And then we'll add another black line here. Alt-H. And then we'll see now. For me, off the top of this, what it looks like is that it's just we're at a weak area. We're at an area where price, I would say, is more or less ranging. You know, we've tried to, I mean, we came down quite a bit, but not enough. Pardon me. But there's kind of like indications. So we rejected, so this candle obviously rejected the top of the range, or most ranges. It closed back inside of here. So of course indicating we could press up. But then if you look at these resistances here, you can see price rejected. Rejected, rejected, rejected here. And then we had the next projection, this one, where the body kind of rejected this support. Rejected this area to where it looks like when price is above, we buy. Price is below, we sell. We have it here. Kind of have it here. And then we have it a lot over here. So price continue pushing up from here. I think I got a bite on my foot. So for me, I would just base this off of price just rejecting a lot. Especially you had price trying to push up. And then finally, I mean, as much as we had this rejection, we also had price close back inside of this range here. So I would just take that as price failing to push down, and then yeah, the entry signal, and then yeah, it sounds pretty petty, but Bob's your uncle. So yeah, we'll see. We'll test it out. I think I'll give it. Yeah, perfect. Because I think I don't know where it was, but I said to myself I need to make sure that we take a look at the previous 5 candles. Oh, you can't even search through the notes. December. Wow, look, December I only journaled once. That is dark. There was one where I said, look at the previous candles, but I don't remember where I put it. And I remember that I said to myself to make sure to look at, I think it was like 5. Yeah, I'm not sure. No. I don't think you can even search for text, can you? Let's try it. Okay, here we go. Because next time I will identify and understand the previous 5 candles. Yeah, I thought I wrote it down. But yeah, I wrote it down in my That's funny. Okay, only because. Oh yeah, but this one I think it was while I was in the trade. Wow, hey, the stuff that's in this journal, I need to be careful what I show. Oh my god, that is not good. I just saw something that I'm not gonna say, but yeah, okay. Anyways. Okay, so price action from previous candle before move. Yeah, so I think this will be our next edition for the market. We'll make sure to put this into action tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow, but technically today when I get back from the gym. And then yeah, we'll go from there. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call this pattern recognition. Pattern recognition. TP. Playbook. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so as of now, seeing as there's nothing much really to report and I'm not looking to take any trades as of yet, so I'll just break down what I'm currently seeing. Let me see if I can switch the screen. Alright, so we'll start with GJ first. So GJ, I think there might be a better opportunity to get buys. I don't think that this move will be the move that's gonna continue to push up. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think that I don't think it might. I'll wait for the 4 hours to close and we'll see, you know. But nothing to report yet because this 4 hour close rush and this one still has 1 hour 22 minutes to close. Nasdaq, again, nothing to report. It looks like we're above, so we should continue to push up. But yeah, we'll wait and see. And then gold, even though it closed like this, I mean, yeah, price could come up, but it's better to wait for the 1 hour to close and then we can see what could happen. And then lastly, lastly, nothing. Wait, that's the 4 hour. Okay, yeah, so the 4 hour. So the 4 hour rejected this area. So yeah, we just have to wait and see. I'll be back around in the morning to see, probably like 7. I'm definitely not gonna stay up until 7. Right now I need to prepare for work. I mean, I'll stay on the stream for a bit while I just prepare my stuff. What do I need to do? I need to get some stuff. I need to do place some online orders, and then need to do the dishes. And before you judge, it's not to say that the dishes is messy. It's just I need to wash up my packed lunch. But I prefer to say I need to do the dishes. Anyways, so there's one thing I do, and that's with work. I normally write down my starting times on the whiteboard, so that then, you know, I wake up, or for example I get back from work and I see, okay, I need to start at this time. I failed the previous times. What I mean by I failed, I suppose I knew what time I needed to start, but I never really slept the time I should. I never went to bed the time I should for it, you know. But yeah, anyways, it's obviously lessons that must be learned. So yeah, that, and then yeah, I think that's all. The rest I just need to like read, but I'm not gonna read on the stream. I'll read by myself. But yeah, anyways, yeah, pretty much my breakdown of the markets. I'm not expecting to get into any positions yet. Just gotta wait. Wait patiently. In the meantime, I think we can. I still want to watch the Tristan Tate podcast with Rob Moore. I was watching this Iceman episode with Drake, but yeah, I can't understand. Alright, so I think we're good for now. Yeah, I've got nothing really to add. That's the journal. That journal, I'll do that after. But yes, let's see. Okay, cool, perfect. We're still live on YouTube. That's fantastico. And it's crazy. Alright, cool. Let me get started. I'll be right back because I'm going to make a list of what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it in order. I'm going to make a list in order to see what we are going to do first.
On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. She shake and touch her toes, made my mind blow. Got a pound of oh, magic, magic, how it goes. Flipping with the brodies, my nigga sipping codeine. What she want is not free, cost me time and some money. Told her that I'm 7, she's attracted. She's a bad bitch, she not the only one. Mind games, what she plays for a prize. How I get in dynamite, D&D when we take flight. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. To my darling, mon bon bon. Diamonds what you want, I'll get some. Ain't no wasting time if it's me who you like. Loving you a hobby, if you leave then I won't mind. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy. Sipping on some rainwater, rainwater. BBO'd your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy, sipping on some rainwater. BB out your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy, sipping on some rainwater. BB out your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. She shaking, touch her toes, made my mind blow. Got a pound of old magic, how it goes. Flipping with the brodies, my nigga sipping codeine. What she want is not free, cost me time. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy, sipping on some rainwater. BB out your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy, sipping on some rainwater. BB out your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. She shaking, touch her toes, made my mind blow. Got a pound of old magic, how it goes. Flipping with the brodies, my nigga sipping codeine. What she want is not free, cost me time and some money. Told her that I'm 7, she's attracted. She's a bad bitch, she not the only one. Mind games, what she plays for a prize. How I get in dynamite, D&D when we take flight. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy, sipping on some rainwater. BB out your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. On the way to greatness, I can feel the joy. Can you feel the joy? Played my heart like a toy, sipping on some rainwater. BB out your daughter, cause it's magic what we taught her. To my darling, mon bong bong. Diamonds what you want, I'll get some. Ain't no wasting time if it's me who you. Perfect time, man. Drilling that grinding, yeah, it's perfect time, man.
Algo production.
Run it up, till it let me. Line.
Hold on. I just realized that I was on mute, and that is not nice. That is not nice at all. Guys, basically I've got a list of things that I've got to do. I'm not going to repeat it again, but yeah, you'll see the things I'm doing. But yeah, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to wash the dishes, and yeah, I'll see you shortly.
Perfect time, man. Doing that grinding, yeah, it's perfect time, man. Run it up till it let me. Come on. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect time, man. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is sweet, we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect time, man.
So much road, I'm a part of the tarmac WM, I was the one to start that. I can see in your eyes, you ain't down with it fully, a big man part that. Man, bringing the function, I'm down with it fully. I don't know about part that, start that live with the whips, man. Start that, a 2 in the what, a big man, stop that. On the M, I'm doing that fast track money in my mind. I don't know how to pass that. Talk is cheap, so they know how to use it. Talk is cheap, so they know how to talk that. Should've caught me an arm length one, but I went and caught me some dumb skills. I ain't gotta take my man to football to show my man I got skills.
Step correct, my jigger don't lack. Streets ain't safe, got roll with your blade, got Elshana lean on crabs. Creep with a silent heat. On God tryna turn man dank, it's super chopper. No cap, no less than 9 gets cleared in flats, no less than 8 when I'm tryna dig that. Perfect vision, we pull up in flats. Heartbeat stop when they pre my gang. Yo, what's the vibe? Summertime out of a baby 9. Get high, build up his spliff, send man to the sky. If they slide, the young boy's got it, he knows the vibe.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing.
The young boy's got it and knows what he's doing. Step or block and get to proving. No snoozing, 247, kits be rooting. Slime them out was a bit amusing. Reverse and spinning, get caught, good riddance. Slim tick, it claps. Told the fuck with his TP hitter.
Already told you I fling it in sport, now it's foot to the floor and you see it moving. On my life we started for the bottom, now we're getting some money and you see us moving. Dead there. On the fence you're useless, you ain't got a choice, you better do that. Choosing, losing, choose the wrong side and you're snoozing. Name your spotting, oh I'm rooting.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Trilling that grinding, yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo production.
Run it up, till it let me perfect timing. Trilling that grinding, yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo production.
Run it up, till it let me Come on. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing.
So much road, I'm a part of the tarmac WM, I was the one to start that. I can see in your eyes you ain't down with it fully, a big man part that. Man bringing a function, I'm down with it fully. I don't know about part that, start that live with the whips, man. Start that, a 2 in the what, a big man, stop that. On the M, I'm doing that fast track money in my mind, I don't know how to pass that. Talk is cheap, so they know how to use it. Talk is cheap, so they know how to talk that. Should've caught me an arm length one, but I went and caught me some dumb skills. I ain't gotta take my man to football to show my man I got skills.
Step correct, my jigger don't lack. Streets ain't safe, got roll with your blade, got Elshana lean on crabs. Creep with a silent heat. On God tryna turn man dank, it's super chopper. No cap, no less than 9 gets cleared in flats, no less than 8 when I'm tryna dig that. Perfect vision, we pull up in flats. Heartbeat stop when they pre my gang. Yo, what's the vibe? Summertime out of a baby 9. Get high, build up his spliff, send man to the sky. If they slide, the young boy's got it, he knows the vibe.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat, it's we vibing. Run up the bands, we out here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing.
The young boy's got it and knows what he's doing. Step or block and get to proving. No snoozing, 247, kits be rooting. Slime them out was a bit amusing. Reverse and spinning, get caught, good riddance. Slim tick, it claps. Told the fuck with his TP hitter.
Already told you I fling it in sport, now it's foot to the floor and you see it moving. On my life we started for the bottom, now we're getting some money and you see us moving. Dead there. On the fence you're useless, you ain't got a choice, you better do that. Choosing, losing, choose the wrong side and you're snoozing. Name your spotting, oh I'm rooting.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Chilling there grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Chilling there grinding, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Chilling there grinding. Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo reduction.
Run it up till it let me perfect timing. Chilling there grinding. Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Cargo reduction.
Run it up till it let me Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling there grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling there grinding, perfect timing.
So much road, I'm a part of the tarmac WM, I was the one to start that. I can see in your eyes, you ain't down with it fully, a big man part that. Man, bringing a function, I'm down with it fully. I don't know about part that, start that live with the whips, man. Start that, a two in the what, a big man, stop that. On the M, I'm doing that fast track money in my mind, I don't know how to pass that. Talk is cheap, so they know how to use it. Talk is cheap, so they know how to talk that. Should've caught me an arm length one, but I went and caught me some dumb skills. I ain't gotta take my man to football to show my man I got skills.
Step correct, my jigger don't lack. Streets ain't safe, got roll with your blade, got Elshana lean on crabs. Creep with a silent heat. On God tryna turn man dank, it's super chopper. No cap, no less than 9 gets cleared in flats, no less than 8 when I'm tryna dig that. Perfect vision, we pull up in flats. Heartbeat stop when they pre my gang. Yo, what's the vibe? Summertime out of a baby 9. Get high, build up a spliff, send man to the sky. If they slide, the young boy's got it, he knows the vibe.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling there grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling there grinding, perfect timing.
The young boy's got it and knows what he's doing. Step up, block and get to proving. No snoozing, 247, kits be rooting. Slime them out was a bit amusing. Reverse and spin and get caught, good riddance. Slim tick, it claps. Told the fuck with his TP hitter.
Already told you I fling it in sport, now it's foot to the floor and you see it moving. On my life we started for the bottom, now we're getting some money, now you see us moving. Dead there. On the fence you're useless, you ain't got a choice, better do that. Choosing, losing, choose the wrong side and you're snoozing. Name your spotting, oh I'm rooting.
Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Chilling there grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yeah, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited.
Okay, there we go. So got some more water. Gonna load up the fridge quickly. Oh yeah, in the meantime, oh yeah. So, let's see where we're at. So the dishes is done. Okay, so before I start writing down what time I'm gonna be starting work, two things I'm gonna do. The first one is I'm going to play this. We can start this from the beginning because I have not listened to a word.
The bad news, the perfect workflow doesn't exist. Good news,
I mean, I listened to most of it, you know. He was talking about his brother, he was talking about the situation with the lady that stitched him and Andrew Tate up, but anyways.
Tristan, what's been the biggest betrayal in your
The
life?
biggest betrayal in your life, mate.
Whether it's from the starting point of the relationship I have with Andrew, I've always been very careful about who I select to be friends with. As you know, even now, I run my own private network and I only select new friends from there, so people are vetted before I even come face to face with them. I don't think I've ever been betrayed in a monstrous way that's harmed me. Well, actually, now you say that, I can talk a little bit about this girl I'm suing in the United States. In September, she's on trial in a civil court because she was the person who I believe was sent to make some kind of allegation against us to open the door for the police. So I can talk about her a little bit because that's the accusation that was made against me that caused me a lot of trouble. It caused me a lot of problems. And the thing is with her is people often ask me about this girl. And I don't know if she was sent to do this. I think she was because her accusation was so stupid. What did she accuse you of? So as she said, she was locked in my house. This is what started the entire legal saga. Right. She said she was locked in my house, but CCTV showed she was at a birthday party in my house that I wasn't at, and she left afterwards. So it was such a bad job of accusing me of anything. That's why I think she was told to do it. And I think she was told to do it because I met her and had been hanging out with her, and she was visible on my Instagram in my stories, tagged in some stories in Miami. I'd actually met her twice before that. So her coming along and making that accusation is the only person who's ever accused me of anything, by the way. When they talk about, oh, there's other victims, all these women have said I'm not a victim of anything, leave me alone. That's the only person who's ever actually accused me of anything, and I feel betrayed by it because when people ask me about this person, my honest answer is that I don't have a single unpleasant memory of her. I don't have a single unpleasant memory hanging out with her, talking to her. We used to WhatsApp and suggest which books to read. I mean, it was quite a...
You see, when I shake this, I always think that's
in fact, tell her
good.
to do this. But I haven't got a single bad word to say about her because I never saw her ever again. Everything was fine, and the police came to my house and questioned me for the first time. I've never spoken to her after that day. So, I guess you could consider that a betrayal. I look at the way she even came to Romania. She's like, I really want to come and see you.
Pardon me.
I wasn't suspicious. I actually said, here's my debit card, book a flight. She flew business class, booked the flight herself to come to Romania. I guess that's the most damaging betrayal. But as with everything in my life that happens, I'm glad I went to prison, and I'm glad all this. Have you ever wished your pipeline could build itself? Lucia's new playlist will automatically deliver the right prospects to you.
Bro, I need to pattern YouTube Premium.
It's super efficient and very easy to set up. Let me show you how to get started. You'll find your link.
Uninterrupted music, YouTube Premium. Individual. Alright, one sec, guys. Oh my god. Hey yo. One sec. How do I do this? Computer share. Like this. Okay. It's too late, but update card info. Okay. Oh, shit. I don't know what my thing is. When you click continue, a new browser will appear to verify it's you. Shit, bruh. Oh my god. Alright guys. I think we should have the YouTube Premium. Yes. About time. It's about time. Oh, I can share the screen now. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, hold on, no. Ah, shit. How do I draw? Draw, that's it. The journey. Bro. Jeez, I got my refund from Google, from YouTube. Alright guys, so yeah, fuck it, whatever, don't worry. Yes. But now I need to go back. No more ads, guys. No more ads. Finally.
I guess controversy now surrounds my name, and I'm glad that I have shown people, quite frankly, that Andrew and I were under attack, because people can't explain why every new place I go, they open a new criminal investigation, why I can't have bank accounts, all these things me and Andrew were saying before about the Matrix attacking us. I think this case has really shown the world that we weren't just paranoid psychopaths, so I'm grateful to that person for making this stupid accusation, and I look forward to financially bankrupting my family forever in September. But I guess that's the worst betrayal I've ever suffered.
Is there nothing inside you that feels hurt or pain when these things happen to you?
I mean, when I was in prison, I remember thinking, okay, now I'm in prison. Why doesn't she tell the truth? Why doesn't she post on her Instagram from the safety of her home? Okay, I made it up. Clearly I was lying. Let the guy out of jail. And as I sat there in prison thinking, why hasn't she done that? Because her little story's obviously gone way too far. That's when I decided I would be suing her. And I was very frustrated at the time that I was in prison. But when you take what I've been through recently, now my life's returned to normal. But when you take what I've been through and you look at it through the lens that I look at it through, I see it as an overwhelmingly positive experience. So I can't be mad. It's like the girl who broke your heart when you were 18, but now she's 45 and she's fat up. You're like, thank God I dodged that bullet. So, like, at the time, it felt bad, but this has been such an overwhelmingly great experience for Andrew and myself, and a learning experience that I'm not really mad about it. It's a very unemotional clapback, my lawsuit against her. And do I really want to financially bankrupt her family? I guess so, and I will, and it will be funny, and she deserves it. But it's more so balances out the karma. I would never go out of my way to damage anybody, to hurt anybody, and I always live my life that way. So no, I think this is very fair, and I'm very much looking forward to September. When the TV cameras are around at court, everyone can see her face, everyone can say her name. It's going to be the next Johnny Depp Amber Heard.
Do you, because of your experience, struggle to trust people?
I don't really trust people anyway. It's very hard to trust new people for me anyway. If we're talking about women, because this woman obviously flew herself to Romania to make this stupid accusation, no, I will not tar everybody with the same brush because I run into one bad actor. One.
Okay.
Two, I also understand that the perfect storm was created by the UK.
Monday,
Foreign
Tuesday,
Office,
Wednesday,
the
4
United
p.m.
States Democrat government with Anthony Blinken literally
And then
asking
Thursday,
the Romanians to
Friday
get
off.
me off the internet. This girl showing up, a prosecutor who knew she was lying,
Saturday, 2 o'clock.
decided to use the full power of the
Sunday,
Romanian law to put me in jail. I've
3
never had a
o'clock.
trial. It's never been ordered to go to trial. In fact, it was ordered that it can't go to trial because the evidence is all corrupted and insufficient. So, it was a perfect storm. I don't know if she knew how much damage it would do, but I'm not afraid of it. And certainly if I met a lovely young lady in London, Germany, or Paris, Belarus today, and she said, I'm going to come see you in Dubai, I'd be like, yeah, cool, come and see me. Because there's no prosecutor here in Dubai who wants to put me in jail for no reason. And she would have to lie to say that I did something heinous. And lies fall flat on their face. It's just that Romania was perfectly situated with the way that their legal system works to screw me with this lie for as long as possible. From the moment I was accused, it was 1 year and 8 months until the first day I could even show her text messages planning to lie to the police to a judge. 1 year and 8 months. So it was a host of people who were involved in this, but it doesn't make me distrust anyone more than usual. I mean, I don't trust pretty women anyway. So what can I tell everyone with the same brush? No, yeah.
Why don't you trust pretty women?
It's people in general I don't trust. It's people who wouldn't have wanted to hang out with me 15 years ago. I think that's my filter. I have friends who you know, the Rories, the Nigels, the Marcells, who I've known since I was flat broke. I'd have no money, and they'd be like, Tristan, I got some beers, come over, let's, I don't know, do something. And these people wanted to hang out with me when I had absolutely nothing. So now when people want to associate with me, whether it be beautiful women or men, I distrust them and I put them through that filter. Now, don't get me wrong, I always had pretty girlfriends back when I was broke, and there's lots of good women in the world. I saw something very funny on the internet. It was just a stupid meme saying, I don't trust women because I have mummy issues. My mother was a wonderful woman, and she made me think that they could be trusted. And I thought that was quite profound and hilarious. But, yeah, I don't trust people in general. My life is pretty good. I know lots of good women, lots of good men. I have lots of close friends. And, you know, why open yourself up to attack when you're not lacking anything? Sure, if you're lonely or if you're friendless, then you have to, you know, take a bit more risk to broaden your horizons and to try to get into some social circles. But I'm perfectly happy. If I want to go to a restaurant, I can message them all right now and say who's coming to dinner, and I have 50 guys who I can trust who will come to dinner with me tomorrow. I'm not lonely. Women love me. So, yeah, I distrust people in a healthy way, and I think everybody should do that. I think the person who trusts absolutely everybody
Oh my days, I got distracted for a second.
doesn't understand that, you know,
Hold
people
on.
behave on a spectrum, and there are some evil psychopaths out there, and there's some really lovely people out there. But you have to at least assume everybody's in the middle to get to know them. That would just be like a mathematical basic equation of how to behave.
Have you not become more skeptical as you've gone through?
Yeah, I think that you do get more skeptical and more cynical the older you get, no matter what happens in your life, just because you've seen it. Yeah, and now it's kind of funny. Beautiful women message me all the time. The people who hate me can't stand the fact that the women they look at on the internet all day, on Twitter, etc., are in my DMs. But when they message me, I literally just reply stupidly. Nice try, FBI. No, I literally, I will reply that to women.
You don't realise other guys are going to try this now.
Yeah, but men would cut off their arm to be with this girl. Like, not today, CIA. I literally dismiss them all. Then I show my friends. It's funny. they need to get themselves out of poverty, off of drugs, out of their addiction. They need to stay away from the gambling arcades. I don't know what their problem is, but their problems are a lot bigger than mine are. So for all intents and purposes, my life has returned to normal, and I'm pretty happy.
Why was prison good?
You've never been to prison? No. Have you ever thought about...
I got weird. Weird. Got back from years, Hello. Yeah.
So, you're a full-grown man. Have you ever thought, wonder what prison's like? Wonder how I do in prison. You ever thought about that while watching a prison documentary or reading about someone being in prison falsely? Have you ever thought, I wonder how I do?
So if you're wondering what I'm drinking,
You never pondered that thought?
I'm having electrolytes.
You and Andrew. You gave me the...
Adam recommended to take some
to prison for 90 days
electrolytes for my
for
migraine that I've been
X
having for a
million
few weeks.
personal brand. And I said I probably would.
There we go.
Yeah.
So,
It's a small price to pay.
so because if you've ever thought about it as a man,
I mean, I don't like bum sex.
well,
So...
the thing is, I'm talking about with women or men. I'm also huge and people are quite, scared.
Yeah, I'm not as...
Yeah.
My posing is...
My haters make that joke. They went, oh, if he goes to prison, XYZ is going to happen to him. I'm like, no.
One sec, guys. One sec. I need to go to the toilet quickly. My hand is dirty.
Perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yes, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing. Run up the bands, we are here grinding. Money come long, gets her excited. Trilling that grinding, perfect timing. Lightning power of thunderbolt. No way will I ever die broke. This is my life now, yes, soon on top. Like this bat is we vibing.
Can't put down my cup on. If I do, I get the shakes. Nick is fun for first. Take one hit and say it's great. Call me Mr. Ice Cream Man. I came up serving flake to the fiends. Addicted to the weed, but found new love and sipping lean. It's no Halloween. Trick or treat. I messed up the bars, bro. I'm sorry.
But to be fair to Romanian prisons, because they're all Orthodox Christians, and most of these dudes have wives and girlfriends. I've never heard of in prison. Right? I've been to prison. Yeah.
Okay, I need to weigh myself.
Stab you with toothbrush.
Did that happen to you?
No. Everyone has a healthy level of respect for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've ever pondered the thought, how would I do in jail? If you get sent and it's not for a soul-crushing amount of time, and you get out and you're like, oh, well, that's how I do in jail. I now know something else about this.
Yeah.
So it is very positive in that way.
What is your most fond prison experience? I can't say this. You can.
Let's just say I made a very good friend in prison. A very good female friend. And that's all I will say on the podcast.
And I would not be doing my job if I asked you to explain in a bit more detail. And you probably wouldn't respect me as a podcaster if I did.
Well, women like me.
Yeah.
And women work in prisons.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I made a very, very close friend.
And how intimate was that friendship?
As intimate as things get. Between men and women.
I don't want this moment to end, by the way. I just want to sit here looking at you for another 20 years.
Here's what I will say. No rules were broken. I will actually say that. Legally, no rules were broken on anyone's side. I will say that. Because that's important. But yeah, I made a very dear friend in prison. I will give more details on this in the months and years to come.
Maybe you'll invite me back to...
Absolutely. Sure.
I just want to bottle this little moment.
Well, it's an exclusive. I've never talked about that on podcasts.
Friendship isn't against any rules. No. Intimate friendships, are they?
No, they're not. Fully consenting adults can do whatever they like. think it just happens. I don't know. I mean, lots of women have professed their love to me in the past. I have women who are obsessed with me. I have women who follow me around, famously. In Bucharest, I've got 2 women who show up everywhere I go. They walk around town looking for me and try to, like, get past my security guards to pass me love letters.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think that I'm not going to get the cliche of, you know, you're perfect for somebody and somebody will fall in love one day, you'll find your true love. Because most men out there need to understand that they're not even on the radar for most women. The way that the world has changed, and what people say about, you know, the top 60-70% of women chasing the top 1% of men is pretty accurate. That's not something I preach. I'm not one of these, what are they called? I'm not one of these incel manosphere, red pill dating coaches. But that certainly is quite true in the world, and most men aren't on anyone's radar. But if you are strong and fit enough, you know, charming enough, and wealthy enough, if your lifestyle looks fun enough, if you have something that makes women aspire to be by your side, you know, women throw themselves. And
So you dating her?
well, I guess I do.
Yeah.
I remember being 17, 18, 19, and I always had a smoking hot girlfriend because I was a kickboxer. That was something. Today that doesn't matter because all of these same girls, so let's say when I was 18, I had an 18-year-old girlfriend. That same girl today in 2025 who's 18 is getting hit up by sheikhs, footballers, dudes in Monaco with boats. So her options are insane. And this is the struggle that the young man today has to deal with. When I was 18, women are looking for someone in their town today. Oh, Tristan has a
So look at this. This is why I didn't get in the buys on gold.
In Luton, it's not massive competition.
No, there wasn't.
Because even if it was pressing,
I wasn't a drug addict. That put me in the top 20% right there. So
this drawdown would
yeah,
have been
I
peak.
don't know how to make, you know, women fall in love with you, but I would say some of the strongest love that I have in the world doesn't come from women. It comes from friends, because love is not just a sexual thing, and love isn't just a feeling between men and women that gets our stomachs feeling all funny so we can walk around holding hands. Obviously, my case is ridiculous, but at one point they arrested a guy who works for me, and they arrested my nutritionist, and they arrested him and put him in jail. And they said, sign this piece of paper saying you're money laundering for the case. Because what do you mean money laundering? Because he bought you this Ferrari. We know that he didn't really buy you a Ferrari. No one buys anyone Ferraris. That he's just trying to hold assets in your name and it's money laundering, and you're looking at 5 years for money laundering. So confess that the tapes are money laundering, sign this statement, and walk out the door. And both of those men said, no thanks, I'd rather go to prison. And they went to jail. Or worse, one of them went to a worse jail than I was held in. And luckily the judge let him go after 24
Alright, so I need to finish making the
That's love.
order for the.
That's real love. All the guys out there who think their wife loves them, I would challenge them to say that not all of them, 80%, 85% of the married men out there, you put your wife who you think loves you with all of her heart.
Man, this one, a lot of men.
That you put my guys, Alex,
What he's about to say, I think a lot of people need to take this in.
and Alex in. And the wife would be like, okay, well, I'll sign the paper and just let me go. I think that love comes from a place of respect, and I think some of the most powerful love in the world a man can feel is platonic love between his friends and his brothers. I think that's the most beautiful thing in the world. It's certainly the love I have for my friends and the love they have for me than the love I've ever felt from anyone. That's love. exactly the same way. I don't expect it from them. I expect women to be like, okay, I love you. I'm going to give my life to you in the way that I'm going to have a family with you, have kids with you, rely on you, put all my trust in you. Once you have 2 or 3 kids, you're cutting off a lot of your future options in terms of work or career or anything else. So they're very different. But yeah, I love my friends. So I think before you consider how can I make women love me, which wasn't necessarily your question. I think all the young men out there need to understand, how can you make men love and respect you? How can you make your friends love and respect you? Because there's nothing a woman likes more than a man who's respected by other men. Right. I'll tell you that. Yeah. So if the question is skewed towards how do you make women love you, when people see me in a room with 7 or 8 people who really speak about me in high regard and have a lot of respect for me, that's an aphrodisiac.
So it seems to be a common thread in this conversation. It's about becoming a person that other people are attracted to, whether it's men or women.
Yes, exactly.
So rather than desiring, this is what pisses me off about the law of attraction. People say, I want. I don't give a fuck about what no one cares. Surely it's better to become the thing you want. Like, if you want money, become investable.
Exactly.
Then you get money. If you want a good woman, become a good man.
Exactly.
Seems to be a thread that we're...
No, it is a thread, and it's something that Andrew and I preach constantly. We've been preaching self-improvement ever since we first got on the internet, you know, in between our inappropriate jokes that, you know, keep getting played 10 years later. But we've always given a message of self-improvement because I think that's the way we've always seen it.
Yeah.
2 mixed-race kids on a council estate in Luton statistically have no chance of ever... I mean, owning your own home would be a great achievement if you were born in those circumstances, let alone build up the empire Andrew and I have. So we just knew that we had to be better than... We had to outgrow our environment if it was ever going to change.
Guys, I'm...
one second.
Let's see. So
Is there a problem with always chasing to be better?
I pretty much just have to.
Does it make it harder for you to appreciate?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this bit that he's gonna talk about now is probably one of the best parts of the podcast. So I'm gonna have to let it play. It's just I don't know when it's gonna play. I don't know when it's going to be. Look, I'm not gonna lie, like, we have all the time in the world to watch podcasts. Pardon me. I'm gonna leave this though, cause I need to sort myself out. So I'm gonna lay on the bed, prepare the order, and get to studying, you know. So, guys, I will see you tomorrow for the Asian session, and we'll get to try out this new pattern recognition spreadsheet. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But apart from that, I am very grateful. I just want to thank myself for not falling asleep. And yes, I will see you tomorrow.
That boy is Benny Hanna.
Views from the hills, dreams why we grinding. Chilling there, penning with guidance. Been a long year, still trying, still patient. Blessing my mama with greatness. Telling my friends we made it. Old notes, new faces. Same squad, different races. Views from the hills, dreams why we grinding. Chilling there, penning with guidance. Been a long year, still trying, still patient. Blessing my mama with greatness. Telling my friends we made it. Old notes, new faces. Same squad, different races. 765 or Lambo Cian. Dreams turn real, how we be in. For a long time been chasing, we range it. Can't fall to break out. Girls outside want make out. Can't give the time, don't chase cloud. Can't give the love, must earn it. Double the bags, you know we won't quit. Won't quit. Most of these hoes be toxic. They on the way, been watching. Liking the way we plotting. Feeling the vibes, or my mate. Music engraved, been through the phase. Singing our songs, they know the phrase. With passion, we rapping. With passion, we trapping. Dreams on dreams, we go big on big. Wanting it all, wonderful thing, it's what we like. All the time. Views from the hills, dreams why we grinding. Chilling there, penning with guidance. Been a long year, still trying, still patient. Blessing my mama with greatness. Telling my friends we made it. Old notes, new faces. Same squad, different races. Views from the hills, dreams why we grinding. Chilling there, penning with guidance. Been a long year, still trying, still patient. Blessing my mama with greatness.